a vow to protect him. In order to keep my word, I have done bad things. Very bad things.
Hey, welcome back lads. So we have some mind-blowing information about new Cold War Zombies DLC. There's some good news and some kinda bad news you might not really want to hear, but we do know that there is another new map and we know the name of this map. So we're not talking about Berlin. We already know the Berlin map is coming in Season 4, but now we have a good idea about what's coming after. So it's looking like the third map is actually gonna be the last map, the finale, the ending. Damn man, that does kinda suck. So that's not confirmed, but considering everything, including the details we're gonna get into today, it does kinda look like Cold War started off, and will end off with less zombies maps than pretty much every zombies game ever, but enough stalling, let's get into it. So there was a massive leak about Cold War zombies maps way back. It was last year before zombies was even revealed, but it's only now that the leak has really been put into perspective, and we can have a much better understanding. So it was some randomer on the official COD Discord server who leaked images of Die Maschine gameplay, and everyone thought it was fake, but no, it turned out to be true. And this guy also told us about the plans for the DLC. He talked about a Vietnam map, which turned out to be Firebase Z, a Berlin map, which is coming up, and finally, one last map, which he said the codename for the map was Giant, and that really takes us down a rabbit hole. Like, this really gets crazy. Hey man, I did say this was going to be mind-blowing, and it's pretty epic, because, yeah, we do have a map in Black Ops 3 called The Giant, but I'm not saying the last map in Cold War is just going to be this, or the original, which was called Der Riese, from way back in the first Zombies game, World at War. It's more about what those maps were based on. Der Riese means giant in German, and it's based on the entire map, and the storyline is based on this conspiracy or project called Project Riese, which was a kind of, well, top secret program run by the Germans in World War II. It's not really known what the goal of this project was, and that's why the conspiracies around it are like primed and easy to fit into the zombie story. In fact, there is already a huge link between that map and that project to the Dark Ether story in Cold War. Like, there is intel in Black Ops 1 that talks about the Russians finding the Der Riese facility at the end of World War II, and they end up massacring the German scientists who were working on the wonder weapons, teleporters, and undead army. And that Russian squad was led by the cousin, kind of weird, but the cousin of Kravchenko, who is the bad guy in Cold War, so it's basically already a chapter of this story. Also, if the last Cold War Zombies map is about Project Riese, then it creates a very interesting parallel with the first ever Zombies game, Call of Duty World at War. Of course, the first ever Zombies map was Nacht den Toten, which is literally the same bunker, the same location as Die Maschine. Then the second Zombies map was Verrückt, which takes place in a mental asylum in Berlin, and of course, the Season 4 map is also in Berlin. There's not much of a connection between Firebase Z and Shinonuma. Hey man, they're both tropical, I guess. So it makes a ton of sense if Cold War starts and ends in the same location as World at War did, which would be here Project Riese. And also, looking at a map in real life, Die Maschine is very, very close to this location. They're both in what used to be Germany, or German-occupied Poland and is now Poland. Also, with the Berlin map, it looks like the storyline is moving back in that direction to be about the Germans during World War II, and maybe Project Riese is an extension or advancement of Project Endstation in Die Maschine, and they are actually very similar. And finally, one last thing is that the Berlin map is going to be late compared to other DLC 2s, which has a knock-on effect. So it's likely that this giant map is going to be the last one, at least this year, and also you like put that with the leaker only telling us about this one last map, it's kind of looking likely that, yeah, there's only going to be 3 DLC instead of 4. Anyways, stay spicy, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.